It's only been 1 month since the Luka Doncic trade, and I just watched Kyrie Irving go down with the ACL injury that has him out for the season. A few weeks before this, Anthony Davis re-injured his oblique or abdomen or whatever it was. But when we look on the other side of the trade in Lakerland, Luka and LeBron are having the time of their lives. They just went to the 2 seed. Bron is using dark magic again, and these niggas is posted up with anime characters. Like, why is Luffy here? And to make it all even just a little worse, Luka just moved up to 7th all-time in triple doubles at the age of 26, going against the Dallas Mavericks. They're having a grandiose time, while the Mavericks are down to the 10 seed, barely making the play-in and missing their best players. And there is only one man to blame for this.
Why are we trading the best player, the franchise player? How are we trading the franchise player? He's supposed to have a statue. Hell yeah. He's supposed to have a statue.
Nico Harrison has won the award for the most incompetent man on this earth. And it's actually insane how he did it. This dummy found a way to ship out a 26-year-old superstar for an aging Anthony Davis, who a lot of y'all is acting like he a bum. No, this man is no slouch, but he's 31, which is much older than Luka in basketball terms. And to make all of this even worse, he has a long, solid list of injury history. Now, usually this wouldn't be a super big deal, especially when considering that AD is coming off of one of his most healthy seasons, but AD is injured indefinitely. And after Kyrie just tore his ACL, this isn't a team that can really afford injuries, Nico. Especially when you start to look at the contracts around this roster. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyrie Irving has a player option. And I'm not saying he will, but he could very well be a free agent this summer. But what makes all of this even funnier is the whole reason they even traded the man that took them to the finals was because of his conditioning and body. Y'all remember when there was reports of this man being 270, bro? A report from The Athletic said, "Make no mistake, the people who witnessed Doncic's last days in Dallas do not paint a flattering portrait of the 25-year-old's professionalism. They called him lazy. They talk about the weight issues that were such a frequent frustration with their walls. They also mentioned things that he had a taste for, like beer and hookah." And the craziest part about this entire quote is when it was said that they predict his basketball demise, highlighting a health history that, as some see it, will likely lead to a catastrophe in the next 5 years or so. So that 2031 pick that they got back, they're thinking that this can probably be a #1 overall pick. Nico. This is just absolutely terrible and malpractice of how you went about it, especially when you consider the fact that you have concerns for a star because of their health and conditioning, so you trade for another star that has health concerns, which leads to an even crazier point of how he only did this deal with the Lakers and nobody else knew.
We kept it between us. We had to keep it tight. J Kidd didn't know about it, but J Kidd and I are aligned.
Is this nigga serious?
You see, the funny thing about Nico Harrison is it's not just the Mavs fans that hate this man, but the entire league hates this man. Reports came out that executives from around the league were both furious and jealous that the glitzy star-driven Lakers had been the only team given an opportunity to bid for Doncic's services. And I don't blame them. Then I had Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, AD. Every era has had some type of Showtime Lakers. And now they have Luka. And the reason everyone should be even more pissed off is because there were so many better offers that the Mavericks could have gotten. There were teams ready to sell dang near the entire franchise just to have Luka on their team, bro. So when you hear that they got an aging injury-prone superstar, Max Christie, who's been hooping for the most part, and a first-round pick, which probably won't be valuable since Luka would still be in his prime, this whole trade looks horrible for the Mavericks. So this leads me to one question. Is Nico Harrison actually this incompetent? Well, no, I don't think so. I actually think I was wrong. He isn't the one that ruined the Mavericks. I actually think it was this man right here. But I'll get to him in a second. First, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want to clear Nico Harrison's name real quick, okay? The only reason I'm saying this is because we can't forget that this man was hired as the Mavs GM in 2021. So when we look at it, he is the one that helped acquire Kyrie Irving. He's also the one that traded to go ahead and get Derek Lively. He is also the one that traded for Grant Williams and then flipped that garbage for PJ Washington. Then found a way to go ahead and sneak in Daniel Gafford, allowing them to go ahead and compete in the finals with a roster built around Luka. So no, I don't think he is as incompetent as everyone says he is. And I do think that this trade is much more than just one man calling the shots. Now, as freaky as he is, I gotta give some props to Atriarch and his team for putting together this theory. They made a really good video on the more probable reasons for the Luka Doncic trade, and I ate it up. I love me a good conspiracy. But to summarize it very quickly, this man, Patrick Dumont, and Miriam Adelson, I'm not sure how to say her name, but these two know that sports gambling can be really big, especially in Texas. They feel like it can kind of be like a secondary Vegas or something. But the big problem with Texas is that they don't allow sports betting, pal. But these billionaires don't care. They're going to throw as much money at Texas as much as they can. Hence the reason they even bought the Mavericks in the first place, just so they can turn Texas into another big gambling mecca. And another man that can help with this is big boy Adam. He loves his sports betting and it has been seemingly integrated in NBA culture over the years. So he would love to have sports betting in Texas, but he also has another problem on his hands. NBA viewership is down at the moment. So Adam says, if you guys can trade Luka to the NBA's biggest market, I can help you guys fight the battle in legalizing sports betting in Texas. Pretty much meaning he gets everything he wants. Legal sports betting in America's biggest state and more viewership for the NBA. So all in all, the man ruining the Dallas Mavericks isn't really Nico Harrison. He probably is just some big pawn in these billionaires' plans to be more greedy and make more money. Or maybe he just actually is brain dead and this conspiracy just is stupid and Nico Harrison is even dumber. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, man.